The Fiend of the Cooperage. It was no easy matter to bring the gamecock up to the island, for the river had swept down so much silt that the banks extended for many miles out into the Atlantic. The coast was hardly to be seen when the first white curl of the breakers warned us of our danger, and from there onwards we made our way very carefully under mainsail and jib, keeping the broken water well to the left, as is indicated on the chart. More than once her bottom touched the sand. We were drawing something under 6 feet at the time, but we always had way enough and luck enough to carry us through. Finally the water shoaled very rapidly, but they had sent a canoe from the factory, and the crewboy pilot brought us within a few hundred yards of the island. Here we dropped our anchor, for the gestures of the negro indicated that we could not hope to get any farther. The blue of the sea had changed to the brown of the river, and even under the shelter of the island the current was singing and swirling round our bows. The stream appeared to be in spate, for it was over the roots of the palm trees, and everywhere upon its muddy, greasy surface we could see logs of wood and debris of all sorts which had been carried down by the flood. When I had assured myself that we swung securely at our moorings, I thought it best to begin watering at once, for the place looked as if it reeked with fever. The heavy river, the muddy, shining banks, the bright, poisonous green of the jungle, the moist steam in the air, they were all so many danger signals to one who could read them. I sent the longboat off, therefore, with 2 large hogsheads, which should be sufficient to last us until we made St. Paul de Loanda. For my own part, I took the dinghy and rowed for the island, for I could see the Union Jack fluttering above the palms to mark the position of Armitage and Wilson's trading station. When I had cleared the grove, I could see the place. A long, low, whitewashed building with a deep veranda in front and an immense pile of palm oil barrels heaped upon either flank of it. A row of surf boats and canoes lay along the beach, and a single small jetty projected into the river. 2 men in white suits with red cummerbunds round their waists were waiting upon the end of it to receive me. One was a large portly fellow with a greyish beard. The other was slender and tall, with a pale, pinched face which was half concealed by a great mushroom-shaped hat. "Very glad to see you," said the latter cordially. "I am Walker, the agent of Armitage and Wilson. Let me introduce Dr. Severall of the same company. It is not often we see a private yacht in these parts." "She's the Gamecock," I explained. "I'm owner and captain. Meldrum is the name." "Exploring?" he asked. "I'm a lepidopterist, a butterfly catcher. I've been doing the west coast from Senegal downwards." "Good sport?" asked the doctor, turning a slow, yellow-shot eye upon me. "I have 40 cases full. We came in here to water and also to see what you have in my line." These introductions and explanations had filled up the time whilst my 2 crew boys were making the dinghy fast. Then I walked down the jetty with one of my new acquaintances upon either side, each plying me with questions, for they had seen no white man for months. "What do we do?" said the doctor, when I had begun asking questions in my turn.